Hello and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is your Fearless Friday message with Callie DeBlander Brigham, calling from beautiful Pensacola Beach, Florida. Okay, so I was listening to a podcast. Shocker. I really enjoy so many of them. Who am I kidding? But I was listening to a Craig Groeschel leadership podcast, and he was actually sharing a little portion of an interview that he did at the Global Leadership Summit. And he was interviewing a gal. She used to be the weekend anchor, I believe, of the Good Morning America and a co-host of The View. And the topic was calling versus career. But one line stood out to me that I've had on my heart to share, kind of reshare with all of you, especially during this season. And the line said this: figure out the who before the do. In other words, she had a revelation through a series of circumstances that she was being defined solely, or well, let me rephrase that. She was defining herself solely on her job, her career, her worth from that. And there's nothing wrong with having a job and a career of any sort. However, it may feel empty if we're just doing the do part and we're forgetting the who part. So I just thought that was a really valuable statement, and it re-brought to my mind something that I've been thinking about. So one of my top 5 strengths in the Gallup Strength Finders is futuristic, which means that a lot of different things depending on your version of it. But one of my strengths is to kind of foresee what the future could look like, run different scenarios. I'm also strategic. And not live for the future, but be aware of the future and what I'm doing right now. How could it impact that? What could go right? What could go wrong? And so I have been having so many conversations with people that are like, oh, I cannot wait for 2021. I cannot wait for 2021. And I know they don't mean that they're not going to enjoy or be hopeful for these next few months. But I get it. And I think as we get to this season, we tend to think things are going to get better in 2021. We're going to wake up on January 1st, 2021, and we're going to be having our list, right, of all the things, the New Year's resolutions and the decisions, and it's going to be different. And I just wanted to say to you today, in the middle of October, in the middle of double credit October, as we launch into what absolutely potentially could be the strongest selling season we've ever had, I thought, what if we start something today, and by we, I mean you, but collectively we, what if we start something today that when we do wake up on January 1st, 2021, we've already established a new habit that is reflective of who we want to be. And therefore, what we're going to do now and in the new year is going to really mirror and be part of that person that we want to become. So all of that to say, many of you know one of my favorite books is called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And he references, and I'm going to do it in my own way, but he references something called habit stacking. And basically what that means is instead of replacing a bad habit with a good habit, or a good habit with a great habit, or trying to stop doing something or start doing something, he just has the premise that really what you're going to do is first decide who you want to be, and it could be general. Then you're going to decide what kind of things does that person do, what behaviors. Then, if you're following along, then you're going to take a habit that you already have, good, bad, neutral, doesn't matter. And you're going to stack the new habit on top of it so that you are adding in something new, but you're just adding it into something you're already doing. Therefore, it's, I think, much easier to create and establish a new pattern. I'm going to give you an example, don't worry. And so my thought is, what if in the middle of October, we start that now? and we practice it the next couple of months, not only do I think that we will love the becoming and the doing now and see incredible results now, but I cannot wait in anticipation of what that's going to look like as we travel into the new year. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples for me personally. Some of you may have heard this already. So let's just say I say, who do I want to be? And again, it can be very general. Let's say I want to be, and by the way, my dog is ringing the bell. She just went potty, but I think she wants to go hang out on the porch. Yep, she wants to go play. Who do I want to be? I want to be healthy. Okay, so that's general. That's fine. I want to be healthy. What are some of the things that healthy people do? And again, we'll just generalize and say they drink a lot of water. Okay, so if I just start drinking some more water, what's a habit that I already do? I drink a cup of coffee in the morning. I'm not going to apologize. I get up early, and it's just part of my routine. It's a habit. I don't have to tell myself to go to the coffee pot and make myself a coffee. I just do it automatically. So I started to think, how could I stack a habit on top of that? Well, what if the night before I fill up a big thing of water and I sit it right by the coffee pot? You know those that minute or so while things are brewing? What if I just down that cup of water, that glass of water, while I wait for my coffee, and the first thing I'm doing every morning is hydrating, and I don't know what will happen the rest of the day, but at least I'm starting that off. Well, I can probably say about 2 years later, that is exactly what I do every morning. It really took much less effort than I thought because I already had a habit established, and I just stacked this one on top of it. I'll give you another example of something I have to shift. So I decided, who do I want to be? I want to be a woman who has a strong spiritual just core. I want to be a woman of faith. What does she do? Well, pray. And so I thought, what is a habit I already do? Now, this is pre-COVID, and I would drive to the gym. It's about a 15, 20-minute drive, and I would do it every morning. So without fail, it doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's cold, whatever. It's just what I did. My tribe was waiting there for me, and so I thought, well, I could stack something with that. So I would get in the car, put my phone away, which is also a good thing, and I would pray out loud, not closing my eyes, of course, on my way to the gym. And now that COVID hit, I realized, not too long into it, my initial habit is gone, and therefore so was my stacked habit. So I had to create and stack it to a new habit, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're talking about personal life. What about your Mary Kay life? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And it could be general. I want to be a director, or I want to be financially free thanks to my Mary Kay business, or I want to drive a car, or I want to have a team, or I want to be a national. What's something that she does? Oh, let's say she books. Okay, what's a habit that I'm already doing? It could be good, bad, or neutral. Let's say it's watching TV at night. Okay, we're just saying this hypothetical person watches TV at night. Okay, it's a habit. It's a habit. So what about for the first, 30 minutes of my Netflix show or whatever it is that this hypothetical person watches, what if I do textbooking, right? So again, it's going to be personal to every single person, but I'm going to challenge you to think those new thoughts today. I'm going to challenge you to one personal and one professional. I think you will be amazed at how simple to add in a new habit, whether it's flossing your teeth, whether it's follow-up in your business or customer service, or, I don't know, a myriad of different things, getting a new referral, maybe filling up your emotional cup. How and when do you listen to the $1 Million Message? Maybe while you're drying your hair, you could be doing something, right? Surrendering your day. I don't know. But my challenge to you is the who before the do. And don't wait. Don't wait till a Monday morning. Don't wait to the start of a new month. Don't wait until the start of a new year, because I really believe we'll just keep waiting. And so today is today. Today's the day, and it begins with who. Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be in my personal life? Who do I want to be in my professional life? Therefore, what is something that girl does? What's a habit that I'm currently doing that I could stack this new one on? And I'm going to just start today. I'm not going to expect perfection, but I am going to expect that I can do this. I'm going to expect that because I'm a capable person. And if the who is strong enough, then the do will come. I will tell you this. If you mistook your intention, and after a few days, it's just really not gelling, then maybe you were picking something that you thought was the right thing to pick, or that society tells you who you should be. So I would challenge you to go a little bit deeper, find that for you, and to make that new habit part of your life today. All right, have a beautiful day, and if you feel led, I'm on social media. I'd love for you to share with me what your new stacked habits are going to be. Have a great day.